Hi guys, can you hear me? Amai, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have a good look at here now. We are going to learn the very new part of spherometer. So why do we use a spherometer? I told you to find out the radius of a spherical mirror or spherical lens, mostly in mirrors. But it is not applied here in high level system. We just make up some kind of experiments and do it. But unfortunately, we have no practical applications here. Real practical applications. This one is exactly as same as of what? This same principle, what? The screw principle. There is a screw over here. Give me 1 second. So you may see the threads here. Inside there is a screw. It is inside this covering. So the same thing. Let me just make it tight a bit. Okay. Now I can keep it away. Now this one is entirely made out of a screw. You can see that screw. Give me 1 second to remove this perfectly. Yeah, there is a screw bolt, and Bolton is the head of the bolt, and there is a circular scale and a stage. Inside the stage there is the bolt. Sorry, not this one is the bolt. This is also based on the screw principle of pitch and everything. So let me remind you the pitch part again. Okay, let me remind you the pitch part again. In a regular screw bolt, the threads in regular commercial language, we call it like a thread. This separation, this like a potak, signaling we used to call like potak. Potakata kiyanne thread. But in physics, we use it like this separation of x, we use it like pitch. It is exactly repeating the same distance x, 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 x. So if you get certain screw with pitch of 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter. I had to go to like more than 10 to 15 hardwares to find out exactly 1 millimeter screws. හදන්නේ එහෙම කෙනෙක් වුණාට මං හරියට හොයලාගෙන ඉන්න දෙන්න බෑ ingredients. It was really hard work to find out that. I just found and I used my own vernier to check that it was correct. Then I bought those things and let those lathe machine do the rest. Okay, you will get your own screw gauge. Sorry, my spherometer sooner. So this one is also worked under the same principle. There is what here. Here it is different from micrometer screw gauge, the circular scale. In the micrometer screw gauge, the circular scale was in this way. But you have the zero. You have zero somewhere here. 5. Here it is the 45. in the anti-clockwise direction. It is in anti-clockwise orientation, but here 5 and 95, this whole numbering were like in what? Clockwise orientation. Okay, it is in clockwise orientation. So I explained you this mechanism using this DVD last week. Can you remember? So මම මේ ගලවලම ගන්න screw case එක. මම මෙතනින් කරද්දි මාලට වහින් කරන්න තිබුණා නම් හොඳයි. unfortunately no. අයියෝ මේ ගැලවිලාම ආවද. කමක් නැහැ. Let's throw it away. Let me show you the basic mechanism of what? Screw. මෙන්න මේ වගේ screw එකක් හොයන බලන්න මේ පොට වලට අපි කියන්නේ threads කියලා. In commercial language, in the physical language we call it like what? Pitch. Okay, have a good look at here. This is the representation of a regular what? Micrometer screw gauge. See, it is in the anti-clockwise way, 10, 20, 30, like and 90 and comes to 100 in the anti-clockwise orientation. මේ ඔරලෝසු කටු කරගෙන අනිත් පැත්තට නේ. So here, this one for the what? Spherometer 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. It is in clockwise. So you always have to remember in the micrometer screw gauge all the numbering in the circular scale in anti-clockwise direction, but in the spherometer it is in the clockwise direction. Right? See. Clockwise direction. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 0 again means that's the 100. Harne? Okay, I want to explain you like the basic parts of a spherometer. Spherometer is normally consists of 3 legs. This small nail-like thingy we used to call it like, what do we call it? Legs. And the middle screw, main screw, and the vertical main scale and the circular scale. These are the constituents there. Okay. So what are the parts? Basically, we have a leg. This is the middle screw. I will send you the spherometer very soon. Amount of equipment mewanna. But it is depending on with the what is called plate machine guys working capacity. ඉක්මනට finish වුණොත් ඉක්මනට එයි. මම බලනවා කොහොම try එකක් දාලා මිනිහා ගෙල්ල මිදි කියලා හරි ගන්න. This screw and the circular scale and there is vertical main scale. Vertical main scale. Normally in millimeters. This one is divided into some 100 divisions. Divided into 100 divisions. Right? This is the construction of this device. construction is really very simple construction. But the problem is the method. The construction is very simple, but the method of application is most complicated in this device. I will tell you why. Okay. So write this big topic, spherometer. Write this big topic, spherometer. Spherometer. And write this under that as the definition of this.
So can you repeat?
Spherometer. Big topic, spherometer. I didn't say anything after that.
Okay.
Now write this one. The definition. Spherometer is a measuring device. It's a measuring device that measures. Measuring device that measures. That measures what? Radius of spherical surfaces. Okay, spherical surfaces. Can you name few spherical surfaces for me? Can you name? See this guy. Okay, lenses. Okay, lenses good. Cricket ball, football, volleyball, the earth sphere. How do you know? It should. You don't want to have it like a perfect sphere. Tomato. Tomato. Tomato එහෙමම spherical ම නෙමෙයි. Coconut. Disc එක හරියන්නේ නැහැ. Disc is circular. Disc are circular. If it is this, that's more than enough. Okay, let me show you one perfect example for that. You know the name of this device, gadget? I bought this one especially for showing you Kito's name. Cutie. Kitty name එක Cutie. Okay. Do you know the name of this one? See? Spherical. You know? This is not a perfect sphere, but if you complete, it may have a radius like this. ලොකු sphere එකක්. Do you know the name of this one? We used to call this as a watch glass. මම මේක ගත්තේ ඔයාලා experiment එක කරලා පෙන්නන්න. You can keep it on the watch glass. මම තාම reading එක ගත්තේ නෑ. I will get the reading and let you know. හිතා ගන්නත් බැරි වෙයි කොහොමද ගත්තේ කියලා. This is how. Okay? So you can find an alternative for this one. Perfect alternative. When I send you this gadget to you. Let me just keep this. අම්මට කියලා පොල් කට්ටක් ඉල්ල ගන්න. Same thing. Ne? You can keep this. This one is not exactly identically spherical. It is kind of elliptical and irregular elliptical, not regular elliptical even. but give me a 1 sec. Give me a 1 sec. Right. You can use this device to measure. Okay, I'm going to use this one instead of the glass device because I want to save the glass device for the next week until me to show you the reading and how to obtain the reading as a practical. In the next week, we are going to do that practical and get the results, and you are going to find the radius from your side. I'm going to give you all the readings in the next week. Okay. So when you hold this, if you complete it, you can see there is a radius like this. But for this type of small ones, you can measure. Now imagine if you have many of you, I'm pretty sure many of you in Central Province, most of you are in Central Province, no? Those guys in Central Province mostly have dialogue TV antenna in their households. Even in Colombo now have, because in remote areas, they don't have regular TV signals. So they use dialogue TV. Whether they are poor or rich, it doesn't matter. Every household, there are dialogue TV dishes. Right. Now, how can you measure the radius of a dialogue TV dish? In regular way. You have no idea how to get the radius because dialogue TV disk is somewhat like this much. You have it like it looks like a regular mason basket. That type. Tachi. Andane tachi namukad English කියන්නේ කියලා. That tachi thingy. It is also slice. Okay. An apple. If you slice a part, this exactly look like that, no? Let me show you that as an example. Okay. I'm slicing this off. මෙන්න මේ පොඩි පෙත්ත of this one. Now this one also has the common radius because this is a slice of a very big spherical object. If I'm going to complete this one, you will get a very huge spherical body. Our radius is somewhere here of this antenna. Normally the receiver part is connected to that antenna part. Sorry, not antenna. What's it called? The center of this one. Actually, it is not at the center. It is in between. Focus is in between. That's why it is connected closer. You will get to know this one in optics. Why do we keep it in between the center? Focus is in between center and pole. You will get to know that. But the middle is at the center. There is no way to measure this one because this is not a complete circle. Then how would you? You have to use this small, your friend, this small one, and make it happen. That is the process. But these ones make good sense to you. Right? These ones, you can take the reading directly. Right? For the bead, you can keep the bead in between and tighten the screw and measure the reading. That is a direct method. You can hold. Okay. Like in the same manner, using vernier caliper, in the vernier caliper thing, you can hold and get the reading directly. But here, you are not measuring the radius directly. You are measuring something else. You are just measuring something else. And in the use of that something and use of a formula, special formula, you apply that in that value in the formula and find out the radius. That is why I told you, if you don't listen to this part very carefully, this is going to be like a nightmare. Term test එක හරි final exam එකේ හරි ආවොත් ඉවරයිනේ නේ. ඒකමයි මම ඔයාලට මේවා ටික හදලා එවන්නේ. හරිද? ගෙදර තියෙන තාච්චියක් හරි අරගෙන මෙෂර්මන්ට්ස් ටික ගන්න. හරිද ළමයි? Now have a good look at here. Now write this in a sorry. Now keep a space for you to draw the diagram. Don't draw it now. Draw it at your home. Take your time and please draw. Keep your space for drawing the parts of what? Spherometer. Right. Now let's get the least count. Least count. No. Sorry. Draw the. Keep the space for drawing. Now let's write like few introduction about the spherometer. Write this in a new line. Spherometer is a measuring instrument. Spherometer is a measuring instrument. Is a measuring instrument used in measuring. Used in measuring what? Radius of spherical objects. Radius of spherical objects. It consists of three legs, a middle screw, having a pitch of 1 millimeter, having a pitch of 1 millimeter, and a circular scale of 50 equal divisions. Okay. Now let's get the least count. Now put a subtopic: least count of spherometer. Least count of spherometer equals to pitch over number of divisions of what? Circular scale. We have learned the same thing. We have learned the exact same thing in where? Exact same thing in micrometer screw gauge. Hari neda? MSG. Okay, great. So we learned the same thing, exact thing in MSG. Okay, where did I keep the other pen? Kamak naha mama make use karana. Copy this. So let's find out the least count. Least count equals to what? 1 millimeter over 100, 0.01 millimeter is the least count. Get this result. Okay. Shall we move on to a regular board? Because today I'm not going to teach you how to derive the equation and other things. That's for the next week. Because I taught you many theoretical parts today. But I will tell you how to make some readings and how to find out the positive zero error, how to find out the negative zero error, and how to remove these errors and everything. But actually in this device, we don't have positive zero error or negative zero error. There is an alternative method. There's no zero error thing. Zero error is there, but it is not like positive, it is not like negative, because we take the readings in the scale. If you check the scale, it is coming up with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 maximally. And in the bottom also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because we measure the measurements upward and downward together. It is like a lift. Okay. In a lift, regular elevator, this is the ground floor. Ground floor is like the zeroth floor. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, in the positive direction. But there are some underground floors as well. In the underground floors are in the negative direction. So the lift may go upward as well as downward. That is the same thing happening here. Can you understand this? Can you understand what I say? Yes, the no, the.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. I don't know whether you can see the numbers. See, 0, 5, 10 upward, 5 and 10 downwards. The zero line may write like this. Let me align it with 0. When I unscrew, it may climb up like this. When I tighten the screw, it will go beyond 0 line to the bottom. So this device is a very weird one. Firstly, let's learn how to make some readings using this one. And in the next week, let's learn how to relate these readings to the obtaining this radius, obtaining the radius of a spherical object and getting the skill of reading applied and get the finalized reading of a radius. Because using this one, we don't get the radius directly. It is an indirect result. It is like indirect result. Okay, now have to look at it is something like this. It is something like this. Because if you know the radius of a circle, can you directly measure the area? No, you can only measure the radius. Then you have to apply to the equation of area equals to pi r square and get the area of this circle. Isn't that? Finding area of a circle is not direct option. You can firstly find out the radius and apply to this equation and find out area. In simply, this is something exactly similar to the same case. Understand? Clear another?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Clear. Okay. Great. Let's move on to my regular board. I will teach you the way of how to obtain this positive, negative, and everything because you know how advantage that one is. Shall we quickly move to there?
Okay, sir.
Okay. I actually slowed down. මම පොඩ්ඩක් ස්ලෝ කරා ඇත්තටම ගත්තොත්
to explain you vernier scale, because once you understand vernier, then micrometer screw gauge is a joke. Then spirometer is a joke. Then the the other one, sorry, traveling microscope is a joke. So these four all have the same similar pattern, and the other one is spectrometer. So if I spend sufficient time in vernier, you can understand all the other. So that's why I took more time in vernier to explain. Now I'm going to explain these things faster because you have the very primary knowledge with you. That is why I took 2 weeks in there. Now I don't have the luxury of using more time because you have a very big syllabus. So I have to cover those things. So please synchronize with my speed. I'm not teaching now actually at high speed. It is like a very normal, regular, and even a slow speed in physics subject. Okay. Now let me teach you that part. How to read a reading in spherometer. Write this in a new line. Spherometer consists of vertical main scale, a vertical main scale, vertical main scale, 5 and 10. Vertical main scale and circular head scale. Circular head scale. Circular head scale. Vertical main scale and circular head scale. Write this in a new line. The main scale is in both the direction of upward and downward from zeroth line. Upward. This one is downward. Downward. Okay, Ramai? So, better to 1 minute, 1 minute. I'd better give me 1 second. I'd better find out real vernier, sorry, circular scale for this one for you to show you. Now have a good look at this one. Let me tilt this until the zeroth line. Perfectly to here. Right. Okay. Now have a good look at. So see, zeroth line is here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and again 100. So see, 10, 50, 80, 100. See, it is rotating in what? Clockwise direction. Isn't that? Clockwise direction. Ne? Because when you move the unscrewing, when you try to unscrew, you are just rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. So the numbers should go in the clockwise direction. Numbers are written in clockwise. Now write this in a new line. The numbers in the circular scale, are written in clockwise direction. Okay. Copy both of these diagrams quickly. Copy both of these diagrams quickly. Both of these diagrams quickly. Quickly, Amai. Did you copy? Yeah, done. Great. Okay. Now let me know whether do you need the interval now. Okay, it's better for us to have an interval and come back. Ne? Oh, just finish this one of reading of this one and get the interval. Whatever you desire, we can do it. What do you like? Do you want me to go for an interval? Now do one reading at least and go to interval. What do you reckon? Whatever you like, we can. Yeah, one said like let's finish one reading. Others, how do you think? How do you think? One reading. Oh, one reading readingnya lang yan ni. Okay. Okay, let's get one reading. Now write this in a new line. To read the to read the to read the spherometer, to read the spherometer, we need the following criteria. The following criteria. First thing is, right, the first point, we measure it like an upward reading or downward reading. We don't say it like positive or negative, we say it like upward or down. Above or below. Above 0 or below 0. Above or below? Sideway look. Sideway look. Or appearance. We can say it like sideway appearance. Appearance. Sideway appearance. Or what? Top view. Top view. Top view. This is the main scale. This is the circular scale. Main scale and the circular scale. Draw both. Draw both the diagrams. ඔක තේරුණාද ඔය කියන කතාව? පැත්තෙන් පේන හැටි උඩින් පේන හැටි. Can you understand that? Sideway and the top view. Side view and top view. හරිනේ? Did you finish this drawing? Sorry, this one is top view.
No, sir, still drawing.
Okay. ළමයි කතා කරන්නේ එහෙම ඔය සෙනෙත් මලාගේම වොයිසස් මම ඇහිලාම නැහැ. සෙනෙත් මම කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. සෙනෙත් මා hello. සෙනෙත් මා is one of the girls who do like work really perfectly. හරි ලස්සනට වැඩ ටික කරලා එවන ළමයි. අකුරුත් ලස්සනයි මට එවනවා. හැබැයි කතා කරන්න ගන්නේ මම මේනකම් වොයිස් එක ඇහිලා නැහැ. අම්මා රාසික් බොයි කෙනෙක් වෙලා කතා කරන්නෙත් නැහැ. අම්සි just speak අම්සි. මම දන්නවා අම්සි කතා කරනවා කියලා අම්සි.
Hello, sir.
Hello, එතියෙන්නේ. Okay. ලක්ෂ්මී ප්‍රියදිනි. Just speak.
Yeah, sir.
ඔය තියෙන්නේ අම්මට වෙඩි දෙනවා වගේ. Why don't you talk in normally then? Hello, Ayodhya. No. Then Imad Jeffrey. Hello. Dharanisa. Dharanisa. Hello. Try to speak. Dharanisa.
Sir.
You can speak. Ne, very good. Vrinda. Vrinda is not responding. Nilusika.
Yes, sir.
Lela, Saktivel. Okay. Topesani. Tavisa. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Hello. ඉතින් ඔය කතා කරන්නේ මං හිතනවා මේ introvert කෙනෙක් නම් වෙන්න බෑ. You are not an introvert නේ? Are you? Sandali. This is the mystery girl. I have never received any worksheet so far from you, but I can see that you are attending to the class every day. Sandali, can you say who you are, Sandali? At least speak. Sandali. Hello. No. Sarina. Hello.
Yes, sir.
හරි හරි. ඔය ඉන්නේ Sarina ගේ මම දන්නවනේ කතා කරනවා කියලා. Sehanti, can you? She's a good girl. She just send the answers every day so quickly. Sehanti.
Yes, sir.
කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් නේ. හොඳයි. Senanga, I have never heard your voice.
Yes, sir.
එයා පොඩ්ඩක් introvert. කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. Supipi. Supipi, hello.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello, hello. Your mom told me that you are not an introvert at all. But you don't speak in the class for some weird reason. Tamasa speaks all the time, ni. Tarusi, hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, idiot. She has a good voice, but she hides. Sina, hello. At least speak. Okay. These are the guys, but normally they don't speak. Inuji kata කරන්න එක්ක කොහෙද දිව්වා. Okay. So did you copy the side view and the top view? Great. Right. Now write. Taking a reading above 0 line. Taking a reading above. Taking a reading above 0 line in the main scale. This is how. එකක් දැනගත්තාම අනිත් එක opposite කියලා තේරෙන්න ඕන. This one is like a package. It doesn't come alone. We have to apply many of these things in kind of what? Order. Let's see. Then, okay, just above the 0 line. I'll show you this as my side view of main scale. This comes up along both of these, right? One is above the 0, see? Above 0 now. Here. Which line has gone past? You know how to read this. The second line. The reading is second line. Right? The second line. Now I have to go for the top view as well. Top view as well. Top view. Ugly, ugly, ugly. It looks ugly. Wait. This is the 25th line. Now let me know whether this line is 27 or 23. What is it? Is that 27 or is that 23? Let me know, Lamai. Let me know. Is that 23 or 27? Which one? I need your answers. Okay. Hmm. 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 Many 27 answers and one or two 23 answers. Very good. Hmm. I'm really proud of you guys. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Happy. Let me show you one thing here. I told you all the readings are in clockwise direction. All the numbers are in ascending order in the clockwise direction. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. Now have a good look at it. 25 is here. Numbers goes in the ascending order. So it is definitely 27, not 23. Can you understand? Can you understand? Can you understand, Lamai? Inuji, කතා කරන්න වෙයි කියලා බය දිව්වනේ. Inuji, you ran away because you had to speak here. ඒකනේ? Okay. Can you understand that this one is 27? Okay, let's read this one. So the reading is as same as of the micrometer screw gauge. I'm not giving any equation even. දන්නවනේ ළමයි බරුවට මේ පොඩි උන් බබ්බු වෙන්න ඕනේ නෑනේ. It is like the main scale reading plus circular scale reading. ඕකට මම ආයිත් නෝට් එකක් දෙන එක නිකන් බබ්බු ඔයාලව නිකන් බබ්බු කරනවනේ. Yeah, it's actually thundering here too. Here thundering. I have all disconnected from my main supply and running with the battery capacity. මම disconnect වුණානේ ළමයි. මං කිව්වනේ මං fortunately or unfortunately I connect this to router today. Can you remember? I normally connect to the power bank. Actually, it was unfortunately today. I connected to the main supply. Then somehow, my brother, who just disconnected the router from the main supply. Because of the thundering, he just forgot that I have connected to that router because I use like 2 to 3 routers together to get the best connection there. It was like he's connected, it's thundering, he disconnected. And that's why I lost my connections for like 1 or 2 minutes just before just showing you the spherometer thing. Thundering here too. But better to use a wireless device. So don't worry for wireless devices. There will be no thunder attack. කිසිම වෙන්නේ නැහැ මිනිස්සුන්ගේ හිතේ පොඩි බයක් තියෙනවා කොරෝනා ලාවට ඒ කියලා. නමුත් if you are connected that with wired, definitely there is a chance. But if you are not wired connection, so wireless connections never get thunder stocks. කිසිම වෙලාවක වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක තනි බොරුවක්. ෆෝන් එකට කතා කරලා තියෙනවා රෝමියෝ කියන්නේ අමු බොරු මිනිස්සු හදාගත්ත දේවල්. එහෙම දෙයක් නැහැ. ඔයාලට ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝස්ටැටික් කියන ලෙසන් එක කරද්දී මම කියන්නම් ඒකම බොරුවක් කියලා පෙන්නලම දෙන්න. I will show that. Okay, now the main scale reading is what? 2 millimeters. What is the circular scale reading here? It is 27. 27 times what? Please count of 0.01. ඉතින් මේක මයික්‍රෝමීටර් ස්ක්‍රූ ගේජ් එකම තමයි ළමයි. ඉතින් අද ඒ ටික කියලා දීලා මම බොරුවට ආපහු දෙතුන් පාරක් ඕක ලියවන්න ඕනේ නෑ නේද? බබ්බු නෙමෙයිනේ ඉන්නේ. You guys are not infants, so why do I write all the things again and again? ඕනේ නෑනේ. Am I supposed to write all the notes about that? No, ne? If you feel like if I should give you like the note for this reading, actually it is like a baby's thing. It's babysit. Okay. It's like what? 2.27 millimeter. මේක ගත්ත හැටි කාට හරි තේරුම් නැත්නම් මට personally message එකක් දාන්න මම එයාට කියලා දෙන්න. මේක micrometer screw gauge එකම තමයි කියන්නේ. වෙන වෙලාවක not here. Personally I will explain. මම දන්නවනේ ඔයාලට ක්ලාස් එකෙන් පස්සෙත් මාත් එක්ක කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා ඕන වෙලාවක. You can talk to me, you can discuss with me, but normally there are good ones here. Lashmi, Idursana, Kauda, Amsi, Ammar Rasik, and today that bugger is not here in this class. The Somavati one in the hill. That guy, Senura Netmal, මෙන්න මේ කට්ටිය මට කොයි වෙලෙත් in contact. They ask me some questions, how to do this, how to do that. And Opesanika visa also. So that is the way it should be. You have to continuously ask me questions. How to do this? How can I get this reading correctly? You have to ask me. But unfortunately, there are some other guys, they never drop me a text and ask me anything. අහන්නෙම නෑ කිසි දෙයක්. හරි අපරාධයි. හරි අහන්න ඕන දෙයක් මම කියලා දෙනවා. Especially Amsi and Senura are the ones always asking me hundreds of questions. Sir, how to do this? I don't know how to do this. Can you explain me? Yeah, good. I'm ready to explain. But there is a very mystery girl here. That mystery girl is suddenly, I don't know whether you do the work or not. One thing I can say for sure, you remain in the class right from the beginning and leaving at the end of the class, you have that very good punctual habit and attendance habit. But I want to check your working capacity as well. Harida. So don't be a mystery girl. Send me your answer sheets. Okay. Can you understand this reading, Lamai? Upward reading? Right. Great. Great. Okay. The downward reading is really very different. Interval එක අරන් යමු නේද? I think you would better get 10-minute interval. 10 විනාඩි 10ක් ගන්න කන්න බොන්න නෙමෙයි මේ interval එක දෙන්නේ. වතුර ටිකක් දීලා ඔළුව රිලැක්ස් කරගෙන මොන හරි ස්නැක් එකක් කාලා එන්න. නිසා කෑම කන්න නෙමෙයි. only 10 minutes. හරි නේද? ඉතින් device එකෙන් log out වෙන්නත් එපා. කොහොම ගහනවා නම් charge එකට පොඩ්ඩක් ගෙවුවට කමක් නැහැ. only 10 minutes and quickly come. It is not an interval, actually small refreshment break only. ඉඳලා ඔළුව කැරකෙනවා ඇතිනේ. විනාඩි 10ක් අරන් එන්න. Okay. Interval. Hello lamai, are you there? Interval is over. නෑ වගේනේ. Very bad. මේ ළමයි හරිම නරකයි. Hello ළමයි. How are you? ඉන්නවනේ. Yes sir කිව්වේ මම වෙන්නේ yes sir කියන්න කියලා. Yes sir කිව්ව මම කිව්වා මේ ළමයි හරි නරකයි කියලා. You said yes sir. Yes sir means these kids are really bad. Next. Senanga said yes sir. Rinda said yes sir. That means these kids are very bad. Is that the meaning? More sir. But you have said already. I said these kids are very bad. Then immediately you said yes sir. Very bad. Okay. I'll give you one example question to you to do yourself alone. Let's check how your ability of dealing with this one. Oh, very ugly. Huh? 0. And I'll give you the side view as well as I'll give you the top view. Five. Okay. Okay, now find it by yourself. Find it out by yourself. Ah, Amma Rasik. Very good boy. Haha. Brinda, very good. Senetma asked me a question like how many questions would be there in A-level exam as a percentage? There may be a question, there may not be a question. Who knows? That's why I told you this lesson is really only to make you fail. But we are just immediately going to start. Mechanics, that's the head lesson, master lesson. You will see the real physics. Now, so far we are just experiencing not the real physics. Tamasa said, we are here. Senanga said, sir's getting me in trouble. Yeah, got you in trouble. Not only you, the other one is but Brinda. She said yes, sir, too. So that means I said like these kids are really bad. Amma Rasik's answer is correct. Brinda's answer is correct. Amsi's answer is wrong. Senetma's answer is very wrong. So no, sorry. Amsi's answer is right. Brinda and Ammar, you have to recheck your answer. Oh, you recheck your eyesight. Amsi's answer is correct. Senetma's answer is somewhat first digit is correct. The second digit is wrong. Dasmi correct. Sina correct. Tamasa again. Pretty bad. Only the whole number is correct. And Opesani Tavesa is correct. Senanga is correct. Sarina is correct. Senetma Semindi correct. Right. Tamasa Ratnatara correct. Okay. Correct. Okay. Let's read the first reading. Let me enlarge. Amma and Brinda. Neither Brinda Manamada. Yeah, it was Brinda. Check your answers. Previous answers. Your first answers. Okay. This line has gone past the fifth line. That's why I told you you may check with your eyesight, not with your knowledge. And here, this one is in tally with the 44th line. Because this one is you know, clockwise direction, 44, 45. That's how it makes. Yeah. So the reading is main scale reading plus circular scale reading. Main scale is 5 millimeter plus 44 times 0.01 is 5.44 millimeter. හැමෝටම තේරෙනවා කියලා මට දැන් තේරෙනවා. Understand? Right? Okay. Then ලියන්න. Making readings, taking readings below zero line of the main scale. අන්න එහෙමයි යන්නේ. Taking readings below the zero line of main scale. Right? Write this in a new line. Okay, this one is a really very weird case. Let me explain you. This is the zero line. This is the very next line. Okay. If this one is in between somewhere here, so you have to get the main scale reading like 1 millimeter. Right? There is a gap here, x. So the reading is this 1 millimeter plus this x no. So how to find out x? Using the circular scale. You have to use the circular scale to find out this x. But here the process is very much of different. Different. Okay. Now write the take the reading in the main scale is as usual. Take the main scale is as usual of taking the upward reading. අපිට ගද්දි කරා වගේම සාමාන්‍ය විදියට read කරනවා. So here what is it? 2 millimeter. Main scale reading equals to 2 millimeter. Right. Write this in a new line. Write this in a new line. Circular scale reading is circular scale reading is read in the following way. Read in the following way. Hmm. Copy this to here. They will get copied. Okay, have a good look at here because you should have the basic understanding to understand this one. Have a good look at when you are removing a screw. When you are removing a screw, what do you do? So when you want to make the screw move upward from this bolt, if you have the experience, let me know in what direction should it rotate, anti-clockwise or clockwise. Sarina, you told me you helped your dad to fix your dip or something. Let me know. To what direction? Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah, Yalamati Hamomonai. Yeah, very good. All the girls are really good. Boys are also really good. So you should rotate in anti-clockwise. So that's why the upward motion, you rotate anti-clockwise. So to have the readings, you kept it clockwise direction. Now this is a different case. Now the rotation is now clockwise. We rotate clockwise to put it down. When you are about to make it downward, what is the direction it should be? You have to, that means you are tightening this one. Tightening means you have to rotate in the clockwise direction. You rotate in the clockwise direction and the readings are also in the clockwise direction. That is a big problem. Now this is what the 0 and 0 line align. Imagine like a situation there is no 0 error. Now you are going to unscrew, that means to move upward, you can directly take the reading because scale changing according to the upward direction. It moves upward. The scale is also changing in the correct orientation, no problem. Now the problem is you are just going to move downward. Then the scale is moving in the other direction. Now see, it is like 90. Did I actually rotate it through 90? Did I actually rotate it through 90 parts? Or did I rotate it through 10 parts? Let me know. Did I actually rotate it through 90 parts or just 10 parts? Somebody tell me. Actually I rotate in 10 parts. Yeah, we have to read 90 as 10. Yeah, really good. Happy. We have to read it like 90 as 10, but we can't just remember it like that way. You have to remember it like what we learned in where? What we learned in what is it? Today. We actually learned today in micrometer screw gauge. The negative 0 error. Can you remember? In the negative 0 error, positive 0 error we took. In the negative 0 error, we took it in the opposite way. N minus simple n times least count. Write this. Okay. Now write this in a new line. To read the circular scale, . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . while taking a downward reading, the rotation of circular scale is in the clockwise direction. Because the screw is move as if we are tightening a screw bolt. The screw moves as if we are tightening a screw bolt. හරියට අපි screw bolt එකක් තද කරනවා වගේ. Okay, understand ළමයි? As if we are tightening a screw bolt. Can you understand that?
Yes.
Great. We are tightening a screw bolt. So how to take the reading of the circular scale? In the same manner of taking the negative zero error of micrometer screw gauge. Example. Let's do this like example 0. Now it is 10. Your rotation is to clockwise. So clockwise rotation is not actually 9. So what is the reading? What is the reading? N minus simple n times circular scale reading is n minus simple n times this count. How to read this now? Circular scale reading is going to be 100 minus 90 times 0.01. So this is like 10 times 0.01 is like 0.1 millimeter. Can you understand it? Can you understand this? Yes or no? Clear, ne? I think it's clear for everybody, no? Harry, is there anybody who can't understand? You can directly contact me and ask me. I'll help you to understand it. Great. The next thing is the total reading. Reading equals to main scale reading plus circular scale reading. What is my main scale reading here? 2 millimeter plus 0.1 millimeter. So it is 2.1 millimeter is the total reading. Understand? හරිනේ? මේක හරිනේ. එතන 2 millimeter කියලා ගත්තා. We add this one together and get the reading. හරි. දැන් ඔකට 0 වෙලා කතන්දරේ නම් හරි අමුතුයි. ඔයාලට පුළුවන් නම් YouTube පාරක් එහෙම බලලා ලෑස්ති කරලා තියාගන්න. Will help you because today we learned a lot of theory. මම හිතනවා මේ අද theory ටික ඇති කියලා. එහෙම නේද? අද කරපු theory ටික ඇති කියලා හිතනවා. Oh, sir. Lamai. So to do paper class, you are too early. You are too early. All of you are too early to do regular paper class. Ne? Because we don't have much theoretical stuff to give you a paper. But I decided something like this. To have but once in a month paper class. What? Once in a month paper class. Addition to this class. Because you have to get some proper exposed to exam level questions, past paper questions, model paper questions, term test questions, and questions prepared by me. So I normally give you homework, but like a real paper class, what is your opinion? Shall we have once in a month paper class in extra day? Or if you feel like it's too much, we don't want. Now quickly tell me, what is your opinion? Once in a month paper class. Okay. හැමෝම කියන්න. ඕනේ දෙපාද? Okay, dancing duck said like it is better. Okay, Lasmi said like great, and that's better. Paper class, Amma Rasik said. Sarina said like let's held the paper class. Tamasa said like agreed to. Senang said okay. Opesani said better idea. Okay, it seems like everybody likes it. So only for once in a month. So I will do you a regular paper class. Not now. After mechanics lesson is done. Mechanics ඉවර වුණාට පස්සේ තමයි මම regular paper class එක කරන්නේ. 24 කට්ටියටත් last week තමයි හරියට පටන් ගත්තේ paper class එක. Regular paper class. So the regular paper class is a different one. We have to do it in such a manner. But in random paper class, we agree to do in a day, like so certain day. That means I can fix with my other classes. දවසකට වැටත් classes තියෙනවා. සමහර group classes එහෙම තියෙනවනේ. ඒවා මට පුළුවන්. අද පොඩ්ඩක් අපි නිමාඩුවක් දාමු ළමයි කිව්වා. කරමු. Right? In a night time. Power day වගේ අගලා කරන්න පුළුවන්. So if you can't participate lively, you can watch the video. But for you guys, ඔයාලගෙන් from you. So that for once in a month paper class, I have to discuss with my like whatever I do with this academy, I have to discuss with the academic panel. Normally, I decided to let you guys join for free, but if academic panel say like to charge something, I will tell you. But for the others, if there is like somebody joining apart from you, definitely they will have to pay like 1,000 for that day. Advertisement එක දානවනේ. දැකලා ඉතාලට එනවනම් they will have to pay for 1,000. ඔයාලට නම් කොහොමත් academic එකෙන් කියයි උපරිම ඕන නම් 250 වගේ ගන්න කියලා. මොකද ඒකත් නිරෝධන් සර් කියන්නේ එහෙම කරොත් තමයි ළමයින්ට එදාට ක්ලාස් එකක ඉන්නවා කියලා තේරෙන්නේ කියන එක. මැක්සිමම් ඒකත් ඕනේ නැහැ අපිට. අර ඔයාලට නිකන් පේපර් ක්ලාස් එකක ඉන්නවා කියන එක එදාට වැඩක් කරනවායි කියන එක දැනෙන්නේ නැහැ නැත්නම්. හරිනේ? So I will definitely have a paper class here once in a month from this month onward. So මේ මාසෙට මම ගොඩක් වෙලාවට 15ක් 20ක් අතර වගේ දවසක දායි. I will hold it between like 15th to 20th September. හරි නේද? හොඳ වේප් එකක් ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ් ක්වොලිටි වේප් එකක් දෙනවා. අපි කරලා බලමු. එහෙම හොඳයි නේද? once in a month. ළමයි. හරි. ඔන්න basic discussion is over for today. Right. මට ඒක හිතුණා ඒ වගේ වැඩක් කරොත් හොඳයි කියලා. මොකද ඔයාලව රෙඩි කරන්න ඕනේ එක්සෑම් එකට. හරි. ඔයාලා මට හොඳටම රෙඩි කරන්න ඕනේ. right. අද එහෙනම් ක්ලාස් එක ඉවරයි. Today the class is over. So now the session is for your question discussion.